So I want to talk to you about three reasons, why you should visit Paris. Before I get into that, let me just say, when I visited Paris, it was back in 2017, and the reason why I went to Paris was to celebrate me, because I was graduating with my master's degree in project management. Yay me, thank you Jesus. And it was a very challenging process, but I was able to finish it. And I totally give God the glory. But if you're watching, I really highly suggest, encourage, implore all of you to travel. There's ways to travel on a budget and still have fun. There's ways to travel by yourself and still have fun. Be cautious, always do your research, most definitely. So the top reasons I would say visit Paris is because it's a beautiful place, guys. Beautiful. If you've never seen it, Google it and you'll see what I'm saying. Reason number two, the food. Everywhere I go, and I haven't been that many places yet, but everywhere I go, I want to learn about the staple food. And not only that, I love to learn about the people and just like submerge myself into their culture. And so that's like one of the most major things about me when I travel, whether I'm alone or whether I'm with people. I'm constantly asking the people that live there questions, just because I want to know, how does it feel to live here? What are some of the things that you guys like to do? What are some of the things that, you find challenging? And then vice versa, what do you think about Americans? And so to me, like, you can't find that stuff in literature. You can't find that stuff in a textbook. I mean, you can, but like, really, how authentic is it, right? So the top things I would say, the top reasons I would say visit Paris is the people, the culture, the food, and it's just all in all a beautiful place. When I went, I traveled from SFO, which is San Francisco Airport, and I had too much stuff with me, right? So I kid you not, when I packed, well, now I know how to pack light, but when I went, it was, just for like 3 days, 4 days maybe. And my luggage obviously was too big, and I got to the airport super late, which I typically don't do, but again, I travel from SFO. So when I got to the gate, they couldn't check my bag, so thank God my driver still had it. Well, she did leave, but she ended up coming back. Jesus. And so I was able to, and mind you guys, I didn't care who was watching, I was taking stuff out of my luggage, putting everything in this small, little compact backpack. I wish I had it to show you. And I do have the, I had a pair of overalls to close it with because it was packed with so much stuff. So these are the cute overalls. Thank God I had them. This is cute little overalls. And so I was able to, and I love these. I had snacks too, just so I wouldn't pass it on the plane because I used to have a fear of flying, but now I'm okay. I can fly anywhere for any amount of time. Anyway, I used those overalls to close my luggage and I was good to go. So it was about a 12, maybe 13-hour flight. So we ended up passing through Iceland, which is beautiful. And before I go any further, I bought my ticket 3 days before my travel. Never done that before. It was super crazy, super adventurous, but it was fun. It was exciting and exhilarating. So I think my ticket was about maybe $350, $400, somewhere around there. Wasn't too expensive considering how last minute I bought it. But I ended up going through a company called WOW Air, and they are based out of Iceland. So if anybody's interested in visiting Paris, definitely look at WOW Air. So anyways, got there, and I didn't arrive until like literally midnight, so everything was closed. So my driver, I had like a private driver, came and got me, and that was an experience in itself. Thank God I made it to my destination safely. The guy, he was bumping his Paris hip hop music, and so it was like rap, but Paris. So let's be honest, when you're recording yourself, you kind of sort of are doing multiple things at one time. So as I was going back through watching my video, I was like, man, I don't want my viewers to think I'm ignorant or dumb. So when I said the Paris music or Paris hip hop, I really meant European music. So hopefully I didn't offend anybody. I just had to throw this in there. One more thing. The music didn't sound bad. It just, I guess it was like bad timing. So if I had other people, my friends in the car with me, it would be be, you know, more of a thing. But considering I was the only person in the car, I was the only passenger, and considering everything else that was taking place, it was a little awkward. That's all I'm saying. Back to my regular scheduled video. Does that make sense? And so he was driving extremely fast. You know, he was staring at me in the rearview mirror, so that was kind of creepy. And then on top of that, he was using his phone for, you know, Google Translation. And so all of this is happening, and in my mind, I'm like, well, like, this is gonna be my last trip that I ever take. Let me make sure I take snapshots of this car and send it to people so they know where I am, etc. If you know anything about me, I'm always worried, and so all the while I was thinking about that movie Taken, right? And so I'm thinking, like, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. But long story short, I ended up making it to my destination safely. So made it to the Airbnb, and it was maybe, I think, I don't know, 4 hours. So we actually split the cost. Again, talking about traveling on a budget. And so it was so much fun. It was like this little, not cottage, but this little compact house, very cozy. And it was beautiful. I can't remember the details, but I remember that it was cute and cozy and pretty much had everything we needed. So I remember, I'm gonna say maybe the second day there, we went out for breakfast and we took like a little tour, so it was real low key. And then we definitely ate a lot, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. One thing I love about Paris is the restaurants do not kick you out. You could stay there, you can be the last one there, and they still don't kick you out. You just sit there and just take your time and enjoy your food. Some of the food, which I'm gonna show a little bit later in my pictures, for the food we had like eggs. So the stuff didn't even match. Like you would think like maybe fries and hamburger. We had fries, eggs, salad, biscuits, bread, pasta. Like the stuff typically in America wouldn't go together, but in Paris it went together and it was delicious, right? So, on the last day there we had snails, which is escargot, right? So I probably would never eat that again, but definitely it was good for the experience. Very fun, but just extremely chewy. And then I want to see, like the second to the last day we were there, we took a train ride to Brussels, Belgium. Now that was amazing. It was beautiful. They had so many nice statues and just monuments and buildings. We rode the lift bikes or the jump bikes. Heck of fun. And you can see it was just so surreal, like in a movie when you see like their military with like their rifles and their guns and everything. Like it was kind of scary, but it was like super cool at the same time. So in Brussels, Belgium, we did some shopping, again, more eating, and just overall sightseeing. So all in all, I loved it. It was a great trip. And like I said, traveling on a budget, so everything was just perfect. I definitely would go again. If I do go again, when I do go again, the only thing I'm changing is I'm going to stay longer. But other than that, it was a beautiful trip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for some short videos and pictures from my trip to Paris. Thank you. Until next time, remember to love God, love others, and love yourself. Oh my gosh, yes, the famous Eiffel Tower. Please take me back. All right, guys, here's a quick snippet of us walking into our Airbnb. Super cozy, very comfortable, everything that we needed. Finally, our first day out sightseeing on this beautiful sunny day. Just looking at the trees, smelling the fresh air, and just hanging out, chilling, seeing what there is to do. Of course, later that night, we had to do some more sightseeing. Guess what we ran into? Dun, 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 dun. The famous Eiffel Tower. Whew, look at that baby. Just take it in. Zoom in and zoom out. Zoom back in and zoom on out. Oh, hey, there's me. Okay, guys, just don't mind me. I was just excited to be out in Paris at nighttime, looking at the beautiful sights to see. And you guys know I can't dance. I tried. But anyways, check out those overalls, right? Those are the ones that saved my life and helped me to get to Paris. guys. So if you haven't learned already, there's so many beautiful things to just look at in Paris. Like if you never do anything else, just look at things. There's the Louvre. Just take pictures. Everything is so much beautiful, especially at night. All right, y'all. Hang on to those taste buds. We went into this nice dessert place. They had everything, chocolate, candy, everything sweet that you can think of. I couldn't wait to get out of there. After we left the dessert place, we just did some more sightseeing. They had like this indoor mall. It wasn't really indoors, it was outside, but they had like pretty just buildings. It was like indoor, so it was like you were walking underneath the tunnel, and then you go outside and there's the outside. This is it. So we are still touring Paris in the daytime. Quick sidebar, if any of my male friends are watching this and you're thinking about proposing to your girlfriend, soon to be fiance, Paris definitely is a nice place to do that. Just touring some more of Paris. Although this may have been Brussels, Belgium. I don't know at what did the pictures start transitioning. Oh look, there's me. Hey me. So if you know anything about me, anywhere where I travel, I like to do a selfie video and turn around in a circle and say where I actually am. I believe we were still touring. This had to be day 2. Yeah, I think we were in Paris in this one. We didn't want to walk far and to our next destination, so we were just goofing off in an Uber. And then here was in Paris. I believe this photo was taken in Paris because I remember thinking to myself, these shops and boutiques are so lovely. What if I opened up a boutique in Paris? Wouldn't that be dope? Yeah, it would be. When you visit Brussels, Belgium, get yourself a Belgian waffle. You will not be disappointed. Oh, look, more statues. I don't recall if this was in Brussels or Paris, but I do recall this one. This was in Paris. I remember it was right there on the strip. And look it, there goes my lucky overalls. Those overalls saved my life. When we went to Paris, we had to stop by Disneyland in Paris. There's a Disneyland in LA, there's a Disneyland in Florida, but you can only visit the Disneyland in Paris like once in a lifetime, guys. We had so much fun, and it was pouring down rain, but that didn't stop us. Last but not least, the highlight of our trip, eating escargot. Definitely would not do it again, but definitely everyone should try it at least once. Okay, so if you know me, then you know I love submerging myself in the culture wherever I travel to. I love speaking with the people and, you know, learning as much as I can. So this guy was actually teaching us how to speak in his language. I forgot his name, but I do remember he said he was from the, I think, British Virgin Islands, and he had came to Paris just to start a new life and just to, you know, get out and see what it would be like. He's, you know, he was young like us. Well, I'm still young. But it was just cool. And that's his manager in the background. So we were basically asking, is it okay that we, you know, interview him and ask him all these questions? So guys, they were so cool. Like in this restaurant, we like in walking distance from our Airbnb. So you can't beat that. And again, like no matter how late you stay at these restaurants in Paris, they do not kick you out. There's no time that you have to leave. You can stay as long as you need.
Hi, what's your name?
Je m'appelle Steve, et toi?
Je m'appelle Nicole.
Quel âge tu as? How old are you? Quel âge tu as?
29. Yeah. How do you say that in French?
29, 29. 29. 20 is 20 et 9, 29. Et moi j'ai 24. I'm 24. 24.
Wow, you don't look 24.
I'm young.
All right. That's what's up. Okay, so what's something fun to do in Paris? Like the best thing we should be doing?
Here?
Yeah.
Visite Paris. Vous avez la Tour Eiffel, Eiffel Tower?
Yes, we did that.
You have it? You have a lot of galleries. Vous avez beaucoup de galeries?
Try Shopping Mall?
Yes, here.
Okay. We haven't been there.
You are where we're sleeping.
Where was he? What is it? It's like not far.
Down the street. Yeah. On the street. on Le Marais. You have a lot of gallery, shopping. You have all of the city in Paris.
Oh, okay.
You have the bar, club, shopping, museum, gallery.
Nice.
You have all of the gallery.
Okay, very cool.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay.